Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing The Circle Season 5, Episode 13. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. And one of your comments better be confusion. One of your comments better be the fact that you were royally confused, because let's just get into it. Okay, I'm still gonna go through my notes one by one, but I got some things to get off my chest at the end of this video. So we left off with Chaz having the secret super influencer power, and of course, the man had been suspecting either Oliver or Tamira of being the hacker. I don't know why, because y'all were on to the scent of Jennifer, yet somehow you were thrown off. He thought it was Oliver and ended up blocking him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't look at me like that.
I'ma beat you up.
Don't look at me like this. Your apartment is nice as fuck,
Okay,
though.
give me a hug.
Oh my gosh.
When you've been here for some time and somebody tries to flirt with you, they take it as though you're doing this for an alliance. Are you the cyber hacker?
No, it's not me.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not me.
It's not you.
No. I'm curious to know your thoughts on Jennifer.
I love Jennifer.
You do?
Yeah.
Don't.
I am so glad. I'm so glad Oliver had the wherewithal to be like, you are not clocking Jennifer. What is your problem? That is who the issue is. That is who you should be looking at. My issue with the way that Chaz and Raven play the game, even though I love them, they are my favorites. Sorry to the rest of them. They're my favorites. However, they let emotions cloud the strategy. And yes, it's a game, and it's hard to, you know, like sometimes things get convoluted. You actually build real relationships, so it's hard to play the game while blocking your real friends or whatever. I understand. But I'm just here like, the people who you were upset at was for emotional things, not understanding that at the end of the day, they were a number for you. At the end of the day, they were a number for you. And yes, we are privy to knowing the full story because we see everything that's happening. But I find it very hard to believe that Chaz thought in his heart he would have more assurance with Jennifer than he would with Tamira or Oliver. The man was fawning over him, and he did explain that he thought the flirting was strategic and not genuine. But I'm still here like, no, I'm so sorry. Oliver seemed to be more of a number for you than Jen did. Jen always had Tom's back, 1000%. And after that, it probably would have been Sam before it would have been Chaz. Like, that's the part that confuses me. Sure, you didn't get the whole story, but the information you did have, I'm here just like, So we're skipping a lot of stuff because irrelevant. When everybody is walking in, Sam is first and she's followed by Chaz, and their interaction was really cute. It's good to see that the bond they had through the screens is just as genuine as in person. Next to come in is Jennifer, followed by Tamira, which is where Jennifer takes the opportunity, well, Xanthi and Brett take the opportunity to expose the fact that they were the hacker.
Jen!
Can we have a hug? Dog, this is crazy, dude.
We were the hackers, all right?
And and you know what I said?
We're gonna explain it. Who's our strongest ally, who's also like an emotional player, who will like get into it, who we can trust and talk to?
My
You.
dumb ass.
I was like, so Sam's gonna drop her in the ratings. We ideally pop
Definitely
up.
did, bitch. I love you. I'm sorry.
I know as humans we do this, so I'm not like really like upset at it. It's just annoying. They're all like, I knew it. Did you know? Did you? Did you really? Because we wouldn't be in this situation if you knew. We wouldn't be in this situation if you knew. And then the ending makes complete sense now that I think about it, because like I said, Oliver was a for sure number for Chaz, whereas Jennifer was a number for somebody else. So the end results make sense if Jennifer is voting over Oliver. Come on, y'all. Raven came, I think after that. Yeah, there's only 5 people. Loving the Black interpreters, okay? There was 2, and then there was 3 at the end. I said, yes. Love it. I also didn't know that there was AAVE in ASL. That's dope. Anyways, what did we learn in that little roundtable finale thing? Of course, people are meeting each other like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it was you. Da, 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 da. Nobody cares. So Tom finds out that his game was tanked by Jennifer. And I'm like, well, yeah, you had the best positioning you ever could have been in, and you squandered it.
Tom, I'll tell you, because I was itching to tell you, Tom.
We had to throw the last rating and drop you in the ratings to guarantee our safety in the top 5.
Did you? Tom, I was always down for telling the truth. I want to make that very
It was
clear
hard.
to you.
This man was loved by the majority of the circle. The only time he wasn't really loved was when people were thinking that he was using his humor as a defense mechanism to keep from being vulnerable. But then he was vulnerable and literally became the influencer the next day. So the potential was there. And then there was a little bit of suspicion with the whole newbies revolution, but it wasn't too deep to like sink his game for real, for real. I think he could have made headway if he jumped ahead of that whole situation and then also exposed Jennifer for being the hacker once he had suspicion and then confirmed that suspicion, because that whole situation is why you were blocked. Tom, I wish I could play these games because I feel in my heart like I would play better. I know I would not, but I'm just like, oh, this was so frustrating. Raven opens up about the Marvin situation and she says the reason why she was hurt was because she actually saw potential with the kid.
You and Marvin felt like you had a real connection. No, truly, like some of the sexiest messaging I have seen on the circle.
And I was genuine. I poured my heart out to this connection. I was his queen. He said I was his number one. I was like, okay, well, he didn't respect me. Okay, he was supposed to be loyal. All right, cool, I'm moving on. It's done, what's done is done, right?
Are you guys gonna go out with each other in the real world?
He still needs to earn my trust, so.
That part.
See, Raven, so if you genuinely saw potential with him, why vote him out? He was he would always be a number for you, especially when he came back groveling with his tail between his legs. Honey, that is a for sure number until the end of the game because he's trying to rebuild the connection. Like, it absolutely should have been Tom or Jennifer at that point. But because she was in her emotions, and I understand she actually had feelings for the guy, she wanted to vote him out because she felt like she couldn't trust him. Y'all are getting rid of numbers. So Michelle makes a comment that Chaz was the influencer 4 times. 4 times. I understand why. I love him. Everybody in the friggin' circle loves him, which would make you think that, okay, if you are so highly valued in this game, use that to your advantage. You are the influencer, no? You're like the head influencer of this whole thing. Learn who lies with who, like where are the loyalties, or actually use that title, influence the votes to go certain ways. Like, I feel like there wasn't enough manipulation of his powers. We didn't get to see everything. Of course, editing and stuff has to chop things down, but I'm just like, you should have had a better grasp on who was aligned with who, and you should have never, ever been duped by Jennifer. Ever. Because you should have known that although you are top ranked, those two, Jennifer and Tom, would have always had each other's back. You were never going to be the priority. And that is enough. That is enough for you to say, one of y'all gotta go. But instead you hear, sorry, I pissed, you guys. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. So I'm just like, yeah, when him and Sam had that like aha moment that it could have been one of them, that should have been enough. There wasn't enough suspicion, in my opinion, on Oliver to get rid of him. So last but not least, here we are at the ranking, and in 5th place is Jennifer. So you guys might be thinking like, I'm excited. I actually wasn't excited, because even though Jennifer was coming at my people, I have to admit that the gameplay was one of the best. Being eliminated day one, Santhi and Brett, they did a complete 180 in their gameplay, became that loving person, but also a little bit cutthroat when they needed to be, genuinely saw the game as a game and made moves as such, which put them in the position that they were in to be at the final over people who were there from the beginning who really had no reason to be voted out. So I'm just like, in as much as I didn't like them putting my people in danger, they played a hell of a good game, and I think they should have been ranked higher. But of course, it's a popularity contest and not a gameplay contest. So I understand. And even the whole gameplay thing, it's hard to vote on because you didn't get to see people's gameplay. It's not like Survivor or Big Brother where you watch the strategy happening like in your face. You kind of have to go off of who do I like and who do I not like. Next was Tamira, followed by Raven in third, which means the winner was between Sam and what's his name now? Chaz. And the winner was Sam.
Oh my God, Jesus. Let's hear it for your winner, Sam!
I cannot believe that I'm the winner of the circle. Of the circle.
Neither can we, sweetie. Neither can we. And I don't want to diminish her win. You won fair and square. There was no rigging. The votes were in your favor. You won the game. As a viewer, up to those last two people, it should have been Chaz. Literally, the fact that he was influencer 4 times means, you know, he was making great strides in the circle, putting himself in positions to always be at the top, always have his hand on the needle, maybe not always, but majority of the time. And like, I feel like he played a better all around game than Sam did. Sam could have persuaded me if she really went with her Jennifer conviction and did something about that. Because it's true, in the beginning, she almost was blocked. Like day one, she found herself a niche to work with, worked her way up in the rankings, was starting to suss out certain things. And then if she would have followed through on that, then I would have been like, okay, your gameplay is good. I respect the win. But that's not what happened. And so that kind of pisses me off a little bit. I can't speak. I have love for her enough to be happy for her win. As somebody who watches these shows wanting the strategic players to win beyond my feelings for the people, I am disappointed. I was shocked. I kind of had a face of a slapped ass. I don't have words. You guys let me know what you guys think of the outcome of the show. Do you think the win was well deserved within the parameters of what the circle is about? Remember, this is not Survivor or Big Brother, so the gameplay isn't as important as popularity is. But even when I talk about popularity, it should have been Chaz or Raven. Anyways, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I really want to know your guys' thoughts on how this ended because, baby, I'm going to be in a tizzy for a long time.